Trying to get ahead is tricky. Often it feels like we're taking one step forward and two steps back. When we turn around and see how far we've come, we realize how much further ahead we are than we thought. That's why we'd like to share 15 massive signs you're actually further ahead than you think. Number 1. You can finally say no and follow your gut. This is a subtle change. You may not have realized that you're doing it, but have you ever noticed you're not being dragged into events you're not keen on going to? Or you've declined the subtle hints to join the neighborhood watch group or passed on being in charge of organizing a birthday party for your niece? Being able to say no without the guilt attached to it is a good sign to acknowledge that you're much further ahead than you think you are. Like actress Claudia Black says, saying no can be the ultimate self-care. Number 2. Your decisions are not income-based. Aluxers, how often have you had to say no, not because your gut was telling you to do so, but because your budget was dictating what you could and couldn't do? Again, it's a subtle shift. One moment you're saying no to everything, and over time you're accepting an invite to have a glass of wine out with friends, a beer at the pub, or a picnic in the park. Next thing you know, you're buying a pair of shoes, not because you need them, because you like them. And Aluxers, this is a massive sign you're further ahead than you think. Remember to click subscribe as we share videos with our loyal subscribers every single day. Number 3. Your priority is yourself and not what other people think of you. Are you in a space where you wake up, get dressed, and think, I look and feel good in this, without other opinions entering your head? Or you dye your hair pink without worrying what other people will think? What about finally sitting down to write the book you've always been told is a complete waste of time? Yes, all of those things that you put on hold because you were worried about what other people would say, that's dissipating as you grow each day. Not only is it refreshing to not give a shit what other people think, you'll find you also don't care what other people do. You're less judgy and more accepting, and overall, you're feeling good. Number 4. You're no longer attached to drama. In our video, 15 Ways We Love to Complicate Our Lives, we mentioned that having a bitching session with friends can often add more complications to your own life. And if you find yourself in a space where you're not heading to your friends or family to bitch and moan about things, but rather to have meaningful conversations, then you're on the right track, Aluxers. Number 5. You're constantly finding ways to improve yourself. It doesn't have to be ginormous changes. Perhaps you're running an extra kilometer each time you hit the road, or you've downloaded Duolingo and you're learning a new language instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media. All of those little changes make a big difference, and once you find yourself managing well with the smaller things, you'll be motivated to try bigger, more fulfilling ways of improving yourself. As the age-old question goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Number 6. You're making your health a priority. Aluxers, trying to lead a healthy lifestyle isn't easy. We've all been there, but making small changes is the best way to ensure the changes you make last. Anyone who's tried one diet after the next knows just how difficult it is to maintain. But if you're managing to swap your afternoon chocolate for a banana, you're doing well. Or if you've cut back on your alcohol consumption and you're starting to see a visible difference in your skin and overall health, or reducing your sugar intake in your tea and coffee, you get the picture. Well done for being persistent. Number 7. You can listen to a story without trying to one-up that person. Imagine being in a space where you can listen to a story and you don't feel the need to try and tell a better story. People who usually one-up others are often insecure and jealous and believe their own value is based on being better than everyone else. As we said in our video, 15 everyday things that make you less likable, you don't need to one-up anybody. You can honestly just be happy for their cool experience, purchase, or achievement. Their story does not take away your value or your worth. It's a good space to be in when you can listen to and enjoy a story, which brings us to our next point. Number 8, you're genuinely happy for the success of others. We've all gone through those stages where we hear stories of other people's success and we're so jealous it literally eats us up. And sometimes we try to one-up them or we try to make their achievements seem like not a big deal. When we're able to genuinely be happy for someone else with no strings attached, hey Luxers, you're good. Number 9, you've got a little money saved for a rainy day. It's a great feeling, isn't it? You know that if you needed to replace your tires, you could do that without freaking out. Or if someone invited you for a weekend away, you'd be able to go without moving money from one account to another or selling your microwave oven. Even if you're saving $20 a month, it's better than what you were saving before, which was nothing. Keep it up. Very soon your $20 will be $100, and as you see the digits rise, you'll want to continue making it grow. Number 10, you work hard, but you play hard too. They say hard work never killed anyone, but it actually does. That's why it's so important to strike a balance between working hard and playing hard. Career expert and CEO of Amplio Recruiting, Chris Chansey, quoted the following for Business News Daily. A good work-life balance has numerous positive effects, including less stress, a lower risk of burnout, and a greater sense of well-being. This not only benefits employees, but employers too. If you've managed to strike this balance, you're much further ahead than most people. Number 11, you have friends that you can rely on. Hey Luxers, if you have a group of friends that you can call at any time, day or night, and they'll be there for you, then you're further ahead than you think. Especially as an adult, our lives can often get so busy and manic, and we don't get to see our friends like we used to. However, whether you saw them last week or last year, they're still the ones you turn to during the good times and the bad. We love the book Friends, Understanding the Power of Our Most Important Relationships by Robin Dunbar. Reviewed by Rachel Cook for The Guardian, she says, Dunbar could not have known that this book would be published in a time of such loneliness, and some readers may find what she has to say, in this context, reassuring. You can listen to your free copy on Audible. Just head to Alux.com/freebook. Number 12. You're enjoying the journey you're taking so far. Waking up in the morning and not being filled with a sense of anxiety and dread is a feeling we don't often experience, and maybe you're finally waking up in the morning and not feeling panicky or stressed out and actually enjoying getting ready for work, making your coffee and heading off to whatever you have to do, even if that's staying home with the kids. That's a place so many people aim to be at, and you're way ahead of the pack if you're there already. Number 13. You've lifted someone up recently. Hey Luxers, can you remember the last time you went out of your way to help someone else, even if that meant you were inconvenienced by the deed? When things are not going well for us, we often don't see that other people are struggling too. But if you've noticed that someone is in need of help and you can help, then you're in a wonderful place. Even if things are perhaps not going so well for you and you've received assistance from someone else, always remember their kindness and remember to pay it forward when you're in the space to do so yourself. Number 14. You no longer make excuses for your situation. We've all had the life knocked out of us at some point or another, and it's okay to be angry, upset, frustrated, and all the other emotions you can think of. But we can only hold on to those feelings for so long. Then it's time to get our shit together and start regaining our power. When you're in that space where you go, okay, this is tough, but I'm going to rise above it. Aluxers, we've got your back all the way. And you will have setbacks, but keep that positive mental outlook on track and you'll get over them quickly and possibly with a little help from your friends. Number 15. You like the person looking back at you in the mirror. We save the best for last. Remember when you looked in the mirror and didn't even recognize that person looking back at you? It's discomforting and it weighs you down. But if you're finally looking in the mirror and you're not silently tearing yourself to pieces, you're doing okay. And if you're not there yet, that's okay too. Remember the elephant and just take small bites. Start by saying one nice thing about yourself each day, and with time, you will like the person looking back at you in the mirror. Aluxers, when was the last time you lifted someone up, and what did you do? We love to hear from you in the comments section, so please share with the community. And for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. You forgive yourself. Listen, nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes, but if we hold those mistakes too tightly, we'll never grow from them. It's time to forgive yourself and move on. Remember, the only person you should be better than is the person you were yesterday. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Aluxers. We'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, and we always appreciate your thumbs up.